Hi everyone, this is William from the Headphone Experience. I'm here tonight with my first impressions of the Topping D50s DAC. These are made in China, and this unit was loaned to me for review by Apos Audio, and it currently sells for $249.99. That would be in US dollars. This is a combination DAC and preamp. It has 4 inputs. The first would be a USB. It has a coaxial digital input, an optical input, and it has a Bluetooth antenna. It has one output that would be a set of RCA outputs that are volume controlled, so this can be used as a preamp or just as a standalone DAC. This DAC uses 2 ESS 9038 32-bit DAC chips, and it accepts PCM signals up to 768 kilohertz and DSD signal up to 512. Topping claims a total harmonic distortion of 0.0003% and a signal to noise ratio of 122 decibels. They also claim channel crosstalk separation of 130 decibels. This unit has a choice of 7 different digital roll-off filters, and that you can scroll through with the controls on the front. I'll show you that in a minute. And this is machined from a solid block of aluminum, which is really cool. There's no seams or anything around the top. Apparently it's machined upside down. Then all the pieces are the circuit boards, all that are put inside, and then a plate screws on the bottom. The weight is 510 grams, which would be about 1.2, little more than that, pounds. The size is 12 centimeters deep, 11 centimeters wide, and 2.6 centimeters tall. That works out to about pretty close to about 4.5 inches square and about 1 inch tall. Very small unit, you can see here. It comes with a 5-volt DC power supply, a USB cable, and a Bluetooth antenna, and it also comes with a remote control. The equipment I used when reviewing this unit were, first of all, Core Power Technologies provides clean power for me to all my units, and then I used my Cambridge Audio 540C CD player as a digital source, running into the coax digital output or input on this. And I also, well, I haven't tried the USB. I will do that before I do my full review on this. I'll hook up the USB cable to my desktop computer and give that a try. I did, as far as amps, I went from the output of this into the matching Topping A50s amp, and when I do my full review, I'm probably going to do my review together on both of those. I haven't yet done my final or full review on the A50s, so I'm probably going to do the review as a stack of the 2 units together. I also connected this to my Audio GD Master 9, which is my reference amp, just to get an idea of how good of DAC this is, and to be honest, I'm pretty impressed so far. Headphones I've used so far in my review of this unit would be the LSA HP2, which was my headphone of the year last year, and the Kennerton Thror. Sound wise, like I said, I'm pretty impressed with this unit. The sound, I'm not going to get too deep into it right now. I really don't have that much time in on this yet, but enough I feel I can give a pretty pretty good idea of what my first impressions are. And I mean, to start off, it just sounds very well balanced. Nothing sounds out of place. I don't hear any emphasis anywhere. I don't hear any roll off anywhere. Just a well balanced sound. It's coming across to me as being exceptionally clear and detailed, but yet at the same time it doesn't sound dry or analytical. The detail seems to be incredible, but sometimes when you have a component with exceptional detail, it can sound sort of dry and analytical, and that's not the case with this. It has a good musicality to it. The Soundstage is very impressive and seems to be, so far, my impression of anything with the ESS 938 DACs in it. They seem to have a large, very layered soundstage, and this actually uses 2 of those DAC chips, and without a doubt that's the case. I'm hearing a very wide, deep soundstage and a lot of layering and like a 3-dimensional sound to it. So yeah, I'm really enjoying the sound. I'm going to try to put a couple more weeks on this. Hopefully maybe a little sooner than that. I'd like to get my full review out on this and the A50 amp. And so anyway, but what I'm going to try to do also is I've also got the, well, I had the Zen stack and I did some comparisons. I've still got the Zen DAC sitting behind me, and I'm going to try to give you my feelings about how this compares to the Zen stack, which works out to a little bit lower price than this, and then also the Burson Playmate 2, which I still have, and that is a amp DAC combo. It's 1 unit, but and it's a little bit higher than the price of the topping stack, but it has a similar DAC in it, and I'm going to try to give you my feelings on how they do compare, because I did get a chance to compare them a little bit last week, and I don't want to get too far into it on this video. I'll save that for my full review. But anyway, and also what I plan on doing is I want to hook up this, the D50s, and I've still got the topping E30 DAC. I actually bought that because I was so impressed with it, and I want to compare the two side by side, and the way I plan on doing that is my Audio GD Master 9 is the only amp I have right now with multiple inputs. It has 5 inputs on it, so I plan on hooking both of these up to that and then being able to switch back and forth between the inputs and be able to compare the two directly to each other. And but before I can do that, the Audio GD Master 9 with the 5 inputs, it's set up so it shorts the 4 inputs that aren't being used to prevent any stray signals from getting into the sound, and there's little jumpers you got to remove so it doesn't do that, because I don't want to leave both amps on and then switch between them and have it short out the inputs of the other, because that probably could damage the DAC. So I need to pull my Audio GD amp apart before I can do that. So I'm hoping to get a chance to do that, compare this directly to the E30. My understanding is basically the difference is that one uses 1 DAC chip and this uses 2 of the same DAC chips. So, and there is a bit of price difference, I think about $100 price difference between the two. But anyway, I'm going to try to, in the next week or so, get some more time on this, try to dig a little deeper into the sound. But in the meantime, I have no problem saying that so far I'm very impressed, really liking this DAC. And it's tiny, and the amp is tiny, but the performance is pretty outstanding for such a small unit. They are heavy though. It is pretty substantial, the weight of it, for such a small unit. So I'm going to get back to you in a couple weeks with this And in the meantime, I'm gonna wrap this up. Once again, this is William from the Headphone Experience. If this video has helped you, please give me a thumbs up. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel, and you are all welcome to join us at the Headphone Experience on Facebook. We're at almost 10,000 members. I hope to see you all over there, and once again, thanks for watching my video.